From hard-hitting pass rushers to shutdown defenders, these are the players no one wants to line up against. Here are the 10 scariest players in the NFL right now, the ones causing headaches for offenses across the league. Number 10, Kerby Joseph. At number 10, we've got Kerby Joseph, the Detroit Lions safety who's quickly becoming every quarterback's worst nightmare. Standing 6'1" and weighing in at 210 pounds, Joseph's not just another guy patrolling the secondary. He's a predator with a nose for the football. He intercepted 9 passes in the 2024 season to lead the NFL and was a first-team All-Pro, and it became quite clear that the middle of the field is his to dominate. He could play deep, cover the box, or jam receivers man-to-man, and the elegance of it is that quarterbacks hardly even test him anymore. Since joining the league in 2022, Joseph has accumulated 17 interceptions, more than any player in that span, and permitted 2 touchdown passes in nearly 1,450 snaps on defense. He's a ball hawk, a middle punisher, and a human who will turn the game around in a split second with a pick six or a crushing hit. Number 9, Roquan Smith. At number 9 is Roquan Smith, inside linebacker of the Ravens, who pesters quarterbacks and running backs in the second level. 6'1" and 230 pounds, Smith is a tackling machine. Bet on him to go sideline to sideline with relentless intensity. In 2024 alone, he totaled an amazing 154 total tackles, 5th in the whole NFL, adding an interception, forced fumble, and even a sack, all while playing every defensive snap in the playoffs. He's a 3-time first-team All-Pro and a 3-time Pro Bowler, topping it off by negotiating his own record-setting 5-year, $100 million extension, hush money to become the highest-paid linebacker in football. What really sets him apart, however, is that Ray Lewis-level fire. Baltimore coaches sing the praises of his 63-yard hustle tackle in London, laying it on the line to prevent a touchdown and turning the whole defense around. If you're enjoying this breakdown of the league's most feared defenders, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more hard-hitting NFL content. Now, let's get back to the list. Number 8, Jalen Carter. Coming in at number 8 is Philadelphia Eagles defensive tackle Jalen Carter, who's redefining interior dominance in the contemporary NFL. At 6'3" and over 310 pounds, he's a wrecking ball, blasting through double and triple teams like paper, consistently putting pressure deep within the backfield. In his second year as a starter, Carter had 42 tackles, 4.5 sacks, 6 passes defensed by batting down passes, and 16 quarterback hits, numbers that earned him Pro Bowl and second-team All-Pro honors in 2024. He played nearly 800 snaps, and with double teams sent at him nearly every snap, he was causing fumbles and stunting plays at a jaw-dropping clip. Experts now rank him the NFL's 3rd best defensive tackle, and former Eagles just flat out said, he's just playing off raw talent, the sky's the limit. His extension, a reportedly 4-year, $120 million deal, is set to break interior lineman marks next offseason. Number 7, Derrick Henry. Coming in at number 7 is Derrick Henry, the self-titled King Henry, and to be honest, it's a fine nickname because few players in the league demand respect like he does. 6'3", 247 pounds, and officially clocking a 4.540, Henry's a runaway freight train, and he's still barreling through defenders in 2025. Even at nearly 31 years old, he's off a season in which he ran for more than 1,200 yards and contributed 12 touchdowns, demonstrating that he's got plenty of fuel left in those big legs. He's a 2-time NFL rushing champion and erstwhile Offensive Player of the Year, and he's left behind a series of humiliated linebackers and safeties who attempted and failed to tackle him solo. His go-to gadget is the stiff arm, leaving defenders on viral highlight reels every other week. Number 6, Derwin James. Coming in at number 6 is Los Angeles Chargers safety Derwin James, who's essentially a Swiss Army knife of the defense and one of the most feared enforcers in the sport today. Standing 6'2" and weighing 215 pounds, he strikes like a linebacker but runs like a corner, and that's precisely why offenses must consider him on every snap. In 2024, he compiled 97 tackles, 3 sacks, an interception, and 2 forced fumbles, solidifying his position as the NFL's most dynamic playmaker. He's a 3-time Pro Bowl selection and a 2 first-team All-Pro, and signed a 4-year, $76.5 million extension last season that ranked him the NFL's highest-paid safety on the deal. Number 5. Chris Jones. Coming in at number 5 is Chris Jones, the physical defensive tackle holding down the Kansas City Chiefs. Standing at 6'6" and weighing a sturdy 310 pounds, Jones travels like a freight train, blowing through double teams and plummeting pockets with ease. In 2024, he still had a Pro Bowl season going, racking up 36 stops and 5 sacks despite having every offensive line's attention. But those stats merely recount half of the narrative. His inside pressure always demands additional blockers, leaving others free to create game-changing plays. A first-team All-Pro every year and 3-time Super Bowl winner, Jones inked a brain-numbing 5-year contract projecting $158 million with a record-breaking guarantee for an interior defensive tackle. His pregame ritual of controlled anguish, sobbing during the national anthem and comparing himself to a gladiator demonstrates how effortlessly he enters each game. Number 4. TJ Watt. Coming in at number 4 is Pittsburgh Steelers pesky edge rusher TJ Watt, who's been making quarterbacks quiver in their boots since his first play on the field. At 6'4" and 252 pounds, Watt is a nightmare off the edge with world-class bend, speed, and power. In 2024, he had 17.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and 33 quarterback hits to fall short as Defensive Player of the Year runner-up. That's typical of Watt, who already has a Defensive Player of the Year award on his resume and has topped the league in sacks 3 times. The guy never gives a play off. He's all motor, all menace, all the time. His coaches refer to him as the heartbeat of the Steelers' defense, and it's not hyperbole. TJ throws game plans off track, requires double teams, and still manages to get to the ball in the backfield. Outside of the field, he's quiet and reserved, but on Sundays, he's a wrecking ball, harassing quarterbacks with an intensity that embodies the Steelers' defensive tradition. That is why TJ Watt is still one of the NFL's most feared players in the current era. Number 3. Myles Garrett. At number 3, it's Myles Garrett, the Cleveland Browns' unstoppable force off the edge and one of the most feared athletes in the entire NFL. Standing 6'4" and weighing 272 pounds, Garrett is a rare blend of raw power, elite quickness, and freakish athleticism. Basically the kind of guy who makes offensive tackles question their life choices. In 2024, he racked up 15 sacks, 30 quarterback hits, and 3 forced fumbles, adding to a career that already includes multiple first-team All-Pro nods and 2023 Defensive Player of the Year award. He's the centerpiece of the Browns' defense, a constant disruptor who commands double and triple teams and still finds a way to get home. Whether he's bending around the edge or bulldozing straight through a blocker, Garrett has the rare ability to take over games and flip momentum in a single play. Number 2. Maxx Crosby. Number 2 is the Las Vegas Raiders' fierce edge pass rusher Maxx Crosby, who never gives a snap away. At 6'5", 255 pounds, he's a rough around the edges bedlam off the edge with 7.5 sacks and 17 tackles for loss in 2024, despite playing with an ankle injury. A 4-time Pro Bowler and the NFL's new highest paid non-quarterback for a new $106.5 million deal, Crosby's relentless engine and intangibles fuel him as the heartbeat of the Raiders' defense. Quarters are noticed when he's on the field, the heat is coming, and that is why Maxx Crosby is one of the most feared men in football right now. Number 1. Micah Parsons. Number 1 on the list is Micah Parsons, the Dallas Cowboys' dynamic edge pass rusher who's flat out chaos on every snap. Standing 6'3", 245 pounds, he had 12 sacks in 13 games last season, proving yet again that he's one of the NFL's most feared defenders. Off the edge, in coverage, or pursuing plays down from the rear, Parsons is a game killer with no defense having any idea of how to stop him. That's why Micah Parsons is today's scariest football player. Who do you think is the scariest player in the NFL right now? Drop your pick in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss the latest NFL breakdowns. See you on the next one.